So, I have been getting a lot of questions lately, so I decided to do a Q&A. And most of my questions kind of came from like YOLO, Instagram, Snapchat. So, I'm going to read them off to y'all and answer them. So, honestly speaking, what do you think is your worst quality? That's really actually a good question, honestly. And I would say like not listening would be my worst quality because like I'll listen, but like I need to experience it for myself. You feel me? So like it's in there. I'll listen, but not till later on. And I care too much. So like I'll miss all the signs. So even if like a person is bad for me, I'll miss all the signs. This is weird. Like I just have to experience it myself. So the next question is if you can only be my soulmate already, my partner in crime, my world. So it's not really a question, but I really want to know who that is. So y'all can let a girl know. That'd be real great. Because I'm looking for my soulmate too. All right. Um, let's see. Self-reflection time. What are you working on within yourself? These are like some really good questions. So I'm working on patience because I don't have a lot of patience. Like, if something irritates me, I'm gonna speak on it and I'm gonna say it. So, definitely, like, I'm working on my patience. I'm working on how to control my feelings and how to be more, I don't know, like, more to myself. Like, handling things myself rather than expressing my feelings and trying to work it out with other people. So, I don't know. I'm kind of working on, my feelings and patience. That's a good question, though. What is your dream car? So my dream car is a Corvette or a Ferrari, but I only picked Ferrari because that's like close to my name, like Farah. But I really love Corvettes, and I can't drive to save my life, so I'm also working on it. But a Corvette is like around my neighborhood. I've been seeing those so much, like in a different color, just zooming. And I can't. I like fast cars, but for me, I need me like a medium car. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that's gonna smush me. So if I get the Corvette, I will honestly just have it in my garage, just like to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like my mini museum. That's what I would do. Okay, my biggest insecurities. Y'all really got deep in this show, love. So my biggest insecurities would honestly have to be never being good enough because I feel like no matter how much I try, like it's always that one person that's saying like you're not good enough or saying like, oh my gosh, you could be so much better. Like if I get an A or like a 91%, they'll be like, you should have got 100. You feel me? Like, dang. So that's kind of why I like post my accomplishments and stuff because it's a reminder to me and it's to like my haters, like y'all can keep saying whatever and I'm still gonna post. um, so then this is switching over to Snapchat. So what is your favorite color and do you have any hobbies? So my favorite color is purple, but I do like blue and orange. My favorite hobbies would honestly have to be traveling, vlogging, shopping, eating, binge watching TV. Definitely shopping and definitely traveling. Just saying. Okay, still on Snapchat. What's your favorite movie genre? So I love thrillers. I did like horror movies, but it was just too much Satanism in there, and I just no. Like, come on, I could do massacres, I could do blood in movies, but like I hate when they categorize it as horror, and it's just like no, it's a thriller. Like, come on now. Like I'm very strict on my movies. Okay, so what is your favorite top five movies? Number one is The Lion King, like the one when Mufasa died, the very first original. Everybody who's anybody that knows me knows that. Okay, so my second one is Clue the movie. So it's like a really old film. I forgot when they first filmed it, but it was just really good. Okay, like I really loved it. Like I've seen it so many times, know the words, know what's gonna happen. Like just the best. Like you made a movie out of a board game. Feel me? Okay, Titanic, classic. Although honestly, my favorite parts are to the end. Like all the other stuff is just boring to me. Like my favorite part is just the end. I'm sorry. But it's still a good movie to watch. Like I like the beginning when she was like trying to explain. I'm pretty sure y'all all see Titanic, but when she was trying to explain the story, and the dude interrupts her, and she was like the grandma, and the grandma was like, or the mom or whatever, and she was like, "Do you want to hear the story or not?" Because he thought that like she was because she was old that she doesn't remember, and she was like, "I'm about to tell it." So my fourth one is When a Stranger Calls. Literally, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's a scary movie, but it's like a thriller. And it only scared me so much, like literally I almost wanted to pee my pants. Because it's so realistic. Like, strangers do call. You do get weird phone calls. And for a second there, I looked at the plot twist and I'm like, I thought, and then I'm like, wait, no. So it's really, really good. Definitely recommend go seeing it. Especially since we're in the quarantine and have nothing better to do. Okay, my last one is Bait. So I have a lot of movies, but these are just like my favorite. So Bait, shark movie. I love my shark movies. Like I'll sit there and watch my animal movies, but I really love my shark movies. Um, Bait is so good because it's so jacked up. You'll see it in the trailer, so I'm not really giving anything away. But literally, they go from one disaster to the other, and then to the completely just jacked up situation disaster ever. Like it was just like they could not win to save their life. And it was so funny in the process, but it was just like, dang. Whew. Okay, so a lot of people kept asking me about school because of the quarantine. I had to move back and everything, and it was a lot. So they pushed all my classes back, and I had to move out. First, they said we could stay in the dorms. Then they said we couldn't stay in the dorms because of the mayor or governor. I'm sorry, the governor. She said that the governor of Michigan said, "Oh, state, national state lockdown." So we were screwed. So that made me so mad because I had to go home. And all my classes got pushed back to online. So some are not available for me to graduate. So they made it online. So now I have to wait for the fall. And like I was supposed to graduate fall December 2020. Can't do that. I can't do that. Now they got me in the winter of 2021, which is the same thing as spring 2020. It's just weird and confusing to me. But we pushing through. I can't wait to see my grades. Cause I swear to God, if it get messed up, I'ma have a problem. um. Okay. So did the okay. Do you be talking about anything specifically in your vlogs? So these are my people on Snapchat. So some of them may not know. I don't really talk about anything specific. I'm gonna start trying, but usually my vlogs are just for like if I go out of town or if I go to some place that I feel like a lot of people don't get the opportunity to go to, so then I vlog it so y'all can see. But most times I can't really vlog once I'm inside because everything's like no phones, no phones. So I'll be trying to sneak. You know what I'm saying? But it's alright, it's all good. Okay, now let me see. Okay. So I asked Instagram. We on Instagram now. So they said, "What's your favorite cheat meal? Like, to eat." And it's ramens for me because it's easy, it's quick. I can put my hot sauce in there, my little vegetables. I can have plain. I can do whatever I want to. And it's in there. Put it in the microwave, on the stove, however, and it's good. If you had all the money in the world, what would you buy? I would buy my own island. I'm sorry. Like, I really had to think hard about this question. Like, I would buy my own island. Period. Like, where I could go, I could escape to. Like, buy my own island. Okay. What are the what are the names of your siblings and who's the oldest? So the name of my siblings, so I have three siblings. Okay. So you got Mariah, Joshua, Caleb, and me. Joshua is the oldest one, and I'm pretty sure he's like 25, 26. You know, sometimes I be knowing the age, sometimes I don't. I'm really bad at it, but one or the other. Because his birthday coming up in July. So, do you record off a special app when you do your videos? No, I just use my camera either on my computer or on my phone. But when I do editing, I do use like iMovie and stuff like that for my editing. What's your mother's name? I know I seen a photo of her on Facebook. My mom's name is Stacy, and we do look very identical. Like everyone says it, we look very identical. Okay, let me see. Do you prefer traveling alone or with a group? So, me personally, I prefer to travel with friends, or family members or like mentors. I really don't advise anyone to travel alone. Even if it's work related, always, always have somebody you know and trust. Because you just make yourself look like a target at that point. So this question cracked me up. Ever dated a clown? Y'all. Yo, they said it. And they said that I screamed. Okay, so all my exes are clowns. Well, most of my exes are clowns, honestly. I just hate when they like get to big talking, think they all big and bad, and you know that you built them up. You know that like ain't nobody was talking to them before them. Like everybody was like, "Oh no, why you messing with him? Now everybody wants your man." Like, man, all my exes is clowns. Clowns, clowns, clowns. But so that concludes all of the Q&A questions that I have received. So I'll probably get a lot more because the time limit is not up on Instagram. I know it's like 24 hours. But y'all just see it on my social. But hopefully that clears up a lot of information that you guys have been wanting to ask me. If I get more, and if y'all want more questions and stuff, just ask me and I'll probably do like a part 2 maybe. I don't know. But yeah, and if y'all wondering what's in the background, my aunt's a Delta, so that's something else. The Josh, y'all probably already know that from my Instagram, but that's just her Delta stuff. But yeah, hopefully everybody is staying safe, healthy, staying in the house, cause y'all like to be hard headed. Like, please stay in the house. But yeah, this turned out pretty cool. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. All right, y'all.